What is going on, guys? I'm Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So in this run here, this is a very exciting run. So we hopped into the Super STR stage of Extreme Super Battle Road versus Extreme Physical here. We are running the same UI Goku team that I used on the original SPR stage. So we're using a Universe Survival Saga team here. Our friend lead is actually just a second LR UI Goku instead of a Blue Kaioken Goku, just because he is a much better unit himself. It's worth it for everybody to take the 40%, hit to their stats. So, strong first rotation here. We get all forms of the LR UI Goku. We get his TUR and SSR in rotation as well. So that is basically the full strategy here. We brought a lot of dodging units. So we have the two LR UI Gokus that have a 70% chance to dodge. And then the TUR and SSR have each a 50% chance to dodge. So we are just going to run through this, hoping to dodge every single attack that we can. So far so good in that first turn there. So I believe I opt to leave Kaba on rotation for most of the event. Just because he changes to STR orbs is really convenient for us. It's going to provide us a lot of passive healing since we're trying to beat the stage with no items. Even if we're getting hit by normal attacks here and there and not dodging, like that you saw we just took 22k. So even if we only get hit by normal attacks, over these few fights that could put us in a treacherous position. So getting some of those orbs back with healing is going to be very essential. It's also nice that he's providing 50% support to the UI Gokus in both offense and defense. So we're getting a little bit of a stat buff there, which is really nice as well. And if Kaba is able to pick up about 10 orbs or so, he can tank about as well as the UI Gokus, as you saw there. So he won't be getting tapped for, 50k or 80k on normals or anything crazy like that. I think the only unit on this team that's going to have that happen to them is the Blue Kaioken Goku. He is our leader, and we really just needed him for the leader skill. He is definitely the most unreliable unit on this team. So it was nice we were able to take out Jiro there, and he didn't have to take any attacks in that final slot. He also is capable of releasing his Spirit Bomb, because with the UI Goku and his TUR and SSR, that is another 3 representatives of Universe 7 who are on the team with him. So if we do dip below 59% HP, he will be able to launch his Spirit Bomb attack. I believe we do get that later on in the run, so you'll get to see how advantageous that Spirit Bomb is for us, as well as the boost to attack for everybody for the whole rotation for that turn. Alright, so UI Goku's putting in some good damage there. Topo's able to finish off this first fight. We're still looking good on health. We didn't take any super attacks in that first fight, just a couple normals, so far so good. Alright, up here against the Frieza squad. And we are just going to leave our rotations as is with Kaba on one rotation and God Topo on the other rotation. That's going to be the strongest way to do this. Topo gives quite a bit of support to the UI Goku as well. And he is not too bad defensively, especially after he super attacks, so he's a good slot 2 unit for us. We're going to go ahead and just target down Frieza here first. Frieza's the hardest hitter on this stage, and he is attacking there all the way at the end, so there's a chance we could take him out before we get that far. Maybe save us from having to take one attack. That critical hit is big for us. The friend UI Goku is rainbowed, so his stats are going to be looking pretty high. Be able to put up some decent damage numbers, especially if he's able to get off critical hits like that. Kaba kind of getting bodied there. We didn't get enough orbs for him this turn to really be effective. So luckily he didn't have to take a super attack. Okay, and then a super coming in by Frieza at the end, but we do get that 50% chance to dodge, so still we have taken no super attacks. With all the damage that Kaba took, we were actually able to activate our Spirit Bomb this turn. And this is perfect too, because there's no attacks in the middle slot here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and target Frieza with the super attack here, or with the active skill attack. Alright, and it looks like we are able to finish off Frieza there with that massive attack. So that is very good. So now we'll focus on Zarbon, just for in hopes that Blue Kaioken Goku won't have to take a hit, you know, from him at the end. He does provide, his active skill gives, I believe, 30%? I want to say it's 30% attack for the entire rotation. So we are getting a nice little stat buff there with our Goku. Up to 4.5 million, not too bad. Alright, and just more and more dodging, which is absolutely perfect. That's what we need right now. Our health is looking a little bit low. Hopefully we'll be able to get a decent amount of orbs with Kaba next rotation. Alright, and 3.8 million. Not looking too bad for Kaioken Goku. He pretty much only looks even slightly impressive on this turn right here, where he has popped his active skill, giving him the stat buff and everything. I suppose he could have looked even a little better if we were to have built him up more, because he didn't really take any attacks so far, and he does build attack and defense as he gets hit. So, alright, we were able to get a decent amount of red orbs there, as we hoped, as we had planned to. So our HP is a little bit higher now, which is comforting going into the final fight. It's lucky that Dodoria survived with just a little bit of health last turn, because that allowed us to leave this fight with more health ourselves. Just kind of got an extra turn of healing up there. Alright, so this is always a scary one. A lot of attacks going down there in the first slot. So hopefully UI Goku has what it takes here. Obviously, I am recording this voiceover in post, so we do know we get the win here. We aren't gonna die. I can't remember exactly how this turn unfolds though. I do want to say we get hit with. Okay, so not Cooler super attack, but we do get hit with a super attack sometime in this run. I can't remember when though. I remember thinking, like, shucks, it wasn't a flawless performance. I love when these Gokus come out, these UI Gokus come out, and don't take a single damage from anything. I've actually wanted to try to get a Super Battle Road completion on a stage without taking a single damage at all from anything, with, like, a full dodge team. I think that would be pretty insane. Alright, so Cooler just massively tanking all of our attacks here. We are luckily still below the 59%, so we're able to get our Spirit Bomb attack here as well. Solving that Cooler problem. He is basically dead now, so so long as UI Goku is able to dodge him in the first slot there, we should be able to take him out no problem. And then we'll switch to finding Dory after, because he is, again, attacking in that last slot there. Alright, we grab a lot of orbs there with Kaba, so he's able to get a decent heal. And we're getting really close to that Dokkan attack too, so I am hoping that we're going to be able to get through this fight before we have to use it. The dodging coming in clutch there, giving us just enough ki to be able to get our Ultra Super attack. Taking out Cooler. Alright, and another active skill turn where we're getting boosted damage on everybody, which is nice. And that was a very clutch thing that he was able to do there. So he finished off Dory, so he doesn't have to take any damage. And then he did a bunch of damage on Naze there. And again, same situation as last turn. Or as the last fight. The last enemy survives with a little bit of HP there. Unfortunately, there were no STR orbs available for us to collect, so we didn't get any extra healing there. But that is okay, because if we had collected STR orbs, we might have accidentally popped the Dokkan attack there. So, the Dokkan attack is charged up and ready to go for this first turn going into the next fight. This was a pretty exciting run. I had run it about 3 or 4 times before this, and I was getting mauled in like the first fight every time. I didn't know if this team was going to have what it took. to be able to get through it. I thought I was going to be looking at like an RNG nightmare dealing with this stage, you know, for like 100 attempts or something. But then we ended up just getting a really clean run here overall. So yeah, that was pretty nice. I thought that the stage was going to take a lot longer once I had tried it a few times. So yeah, I would say we got pretty lucky here in this phase. If you've been paying attention to how many super attacks we've dodged, that's definitely pertinent, because if we get hit with those attacks, we are not tanking them by any means. Not with this team. So, alright, we're able to get the 424 key, full 24 key super with the friend Rainbow UI Goku. So let's see how much damage this does with our 50% supports on rotation. 4.9 million. Everyone is almost dead. That is absolutely wonderful. Cell survives there with just a bit of HP, and Cabo's able to knock him out. So that is the story. That is how we did Super Strength Extreme Super Battle Road with no items. I have thought about doing that with that team for a very long time. As you can see, we got a ridiculous new record there. 38 minutes, probably back from when I first cleared this stage, when I wasn't as confident in my Dokkan playstyle. Alrighty, well that is going to do it for the video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace!